Welcome to Taboo Thick and Sassy online magazine. On this particular segment, what we will be discussing today is, have you conditioned your man to be the man that he is today? Meaning, are you the reason why your man is the man that he is? Now, before I go any further, I just want to elaborate on exactly what I am speaking of. If your man is abusive, that doesn't have anything to do with you as an individual. Because if your man is abusive, you should that is totally not your fault. And you should try to get away from that environment. However, if your man is abusive and you're continuing to allow it to happen over and over again, that's when it becomes a responsibility on both of your part. Because, first of all, in order for the abuse to stop, you have to try to get away from it. If you make no efforts to get away from it, then you have to accept responsibility. See, self worth plus self value equals love thyself. Okay? That's what this is about. It's about you loving yourself for who you are. Now, too much do we complain as women about not finding anyone to love us. We talk about how men abuse us and how we do so much for our men, but we don't get anything in return. Hmm. But do we look at the root of why our men are acting the way that they are acting? So, therefore, I go back to the question, have you conditioned your man to be the man that he is today? I know that's a very, very sensitive subject for a lot of us. It was for me. But it is something that truly needs to be talked about. See, when you condition something, you're training it to be a certain way, or to act a certain way, or to do a certain something. For example, when you condition your hair, you're training your hair to maintain body, shine, luster. That's the whole reason why you condition it. So, again, have you conditioned your man to be the man he is today? I had to pause because I just really want to make it clear. I just really want everyone to understand what this means. Have you been the way that you are for so long that men expect nothing less of you for you to remain who you are? Basically, being a woman with no backbone, a woman that is naive, a woman that is a pushover. See, these are the attributes within ourselves that we just do not want to see. We just simply fail to see it, or we simply fail to see it, one way or the other. If you go into a relationship telling your future husband, mate, whomever, of how past lovers have abused you, how badly they have treated you, if they treated you like dirt, basically what you're doing at this point is that you're giving that individual permission to continue to treat you the way that you have been treated in your past relationships. You have to see what you're doing to yourself, because what you're doing is setting precedents. You're explaining to your future mate that you allowed yourself to be done wrong for so long, for years, for months, and therefore, after he have earned your love, he too can treat you the same way. You see, men act on logic more so than emotions. When it comes to a man, 1 plus 1 equals 2. No matter how you add it, it will always equal 2. That's how most men operate, on logic alone. Emotions usually have little or nothing to do with it. So, what I want you to do is stop doing this. This is like a big no no. Stop bringing all of your old baggage into your new way of life. into your new beginning. You can't have a new beginning if this is what you're doing. You left that person who was being ugly and abusive to you for a reason. Because they were treating you badly, or they were treating you in a way that made you feel uncomfortable. So do not allow it in your new relationship. Don't even reference it if it did happen in a past relationship. Because the whole purpose of you being strong and moving on is so that you would never have to be treated that way again. You have earned your respect. Now, I want you to think about this. Think about this in its entirety. Are you allowing that person to treat or to speak to you in a certain way? Are you ignoring possible signs? Are you blaming yourself for mistakes? Are you conditioning him, your man, to be the way that he is? Because if you answered yes to these questions, then the answer to the last question is yes. You are conditioning your man to be the way he is. Whether he is an abusive man or whether he is a good man. If he sees that you respect yourself and you love yourself, in return, he will respect and love you. Of course, if he doesn't, then that's when it's time for you to move on. Now, that's basically all that can be said about this particular incident or this particular way of life or this particular abuse or this particular self-love, because you have to be the one to say enough is enough. You have to look and see if you are the reason why things are going the way they're going. Have you said stop? Have you said enough is enough? Have you said I deserve to be loved? Have you said I am special? I deserve to be loved. I deserve to be treated with respect. If not, then you really need to think hard and long about the question that I am asking. Have you conditioned your man to be the way that he is? That's it for today for Taboo Thick and Sassy. Thank you so much for joining us. And if you have questions or comments regarding this particular segment, please send them to Taboo Thick and Sassy. Or basically, I'm sorry, please send it to Taboo Magazine. You can tell I'm kind of nervous. This is my first video feed. But send it to Taboo Magazine at thickandsassy.com. And visit our website at www.thickandsassy.com. And you will be hearing more from me, hopefully with less errors. And thank you so much for being a part of the Thick and Sassy family. And we also have mixers every Thursday at the ranch in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. So please join us at the ranch every Thursday between 6 and 10 p.m. There's no cover. There's wonderful drink specials starting at $2. And as a matter of fact, I will be there. I would love to sit down and talk to you about self-love and other things that are to come with Taboo Thick and Sassy Magazine. And again, thank you so much for listening. Have a wonderful and blessed day. And remember, please remember, love yourself. Love yourself before you can expect for someone else to love you.